Hey guys, Papa Rums here today. I have a crossbow video. We did a stalk up on this big buck and I feel really bad about what happened after. But anyway, keep watching. It's awesome. Stay tuned. So here is a huge buck. My brother and I were hunting these ridge tops, and as we're sneaking down, some of them are flat meadows on the south facing slopes where the sun hits. So you get some wild grasses, some tall grasses, and what I notice is the deer like to feed. They'll bed up, chew their cud, and they'll just enjoy the sun for the afternoons. As we were coming off these high peaks that I was showing him, well, we ended up catching this big boy down below, which we have on trail cams. These are some photos we caught just recently of him, and he's a beautiful shooter for public land especially. So we ended up making a strategy. The wind was very heavy, as you're going to hear. It gets even worse later as the video goes on. We watched this buck and doe for about 40 minutes before we got close enough to get a shot off. What ended up happening, I stayed up higher on the hill about 200 yards away. My brother crawled down, snuck into place, and as he was sneaking in, right before it, I told him if you could get a shot on the doe and you can't get a shot on the buck, please take the doe because it's good to have the meat. We can fill out a doe tag, punch that tag, and I feel guilty I ever said that. So he starts going in for the attack, which I don't even know how he got as close as he did. The high wind definitely covered his noise crawling in there with the crunchy leaves. And as he got right up in there into the buck's bedroom pretty much, the buck must have saw him and started to turn, and he started to walk away. As he started to walk away, the doe came down, and my brother couldn't see where the buck went. He thought he took off, but that buck did not want to leave the doe, and I had no communication. We were too far apart. So he ended up taking this doe, and he made a good shot on her. She ran only about 100 yards, if that. But you can see what happens here on the video. The buck ends up taking off, and I'm on the buck, and I didn't even know what was going on, that he shot the doe. It was a big mistake, I guess, with filming too. I had two cameras, one still shot, one with the main cam. So as the buck came down, he ended up trying to take the doe, and that's what you're going to see here. You'll see what's happening in the video, that I'm on the buck. You'll hear it if you listen carefully. I'll even put a little thing in there. You'll hear the shot go off, and the buck takes off, and I'm like, he doesn't look hit. Well, that's because my brother harvested the doe because I told him, take a doe, and he never saw the buck. The buck was up higher, and I was kind of up at an angle, and I was able to move on this one little ridge in and out between two cameras, and I was getting different shots. So I just kind of misunderstanding. I wish there was a communication between us, because the buck was literally 60 yards from him looking at him, but he couldn't see him. So they were almost at eye level, but they never could see each other. The buck was higher up, and the doe happened to come down in front of him under the ridge, and he ended up taking her. So crazy, but that's real hunting out in public land. Stuff happens. We got a good doe. Stay tuned.
He's right down. He's right there. He took off down there. I bet the doe is right over here. Because he took off right there. Let's see. He's gonna go. You found her? Nice. Good job. That's awesome.
She didn't go far. 100 yards.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, not too bad. It was only about 100 yards total distance.
Yeah.
Grim Reapers really worked well.
That's awesome. Well, congrats. I was telling him before, I said if you get a chance to shoot a doe, even though we had that big buck coming.
Got the hot doe first.
Couldn't-
Then I get the buck.
I couldn't see the buck. Unfortunately, that was the issue. He couldn't see where he was stalking. We've been watching that buck for a couple hours on that ridge top, and he didn't want to leave this doe. But I told my brother, I said, well, if you can shoot that doe, shoot her, and we'll get some more meat. So we'll try to get that buck with the rifle. Oh, you have a few days still.
Yep, a couple more days left.
Good job. Crossbow does it again. So this is which one?
Grim Reaper Pro Series.
Oh yeah, it's vicious looking. Wow. All right. That was a perfect shot.
Look at that thing. It's insane.
Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned because I have an epic adventure that I've been putting together for pretty much like 2 to 3 years, and I'm trying to piece it because I finally connected on a huge public land mountain buck. And if you didn't see my crossbow video, that'll be up here, and you can watch that video because it's going to be more or less on the same mountain range spread out over a 10-mile stretch. I must have moved my tree stand, I don't know, 15 different times in the course of a month. But I ended up connecting with the rifle on a really nice, beautiful, mature buck, and the footage is epic. So I'm going to be doing a premiere. It's going to fall next week sometime. It's either going to be maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday of next week. Check my Instagram and Facebook. You're going to see the alerts. And on this YouTube channel, I'm going to have the premiere up. So I hope to see you guys all there. It's going to be a live feed. You can subscribe to the channel. It's a free subscription. Just have an account, click subscribe, hit the like, thumbs up, and share these videos out, especially the premiere, because it's really good footage for a solo hunter, self-filming. I really put all my eggs in the basket on this one, and I captured what I wanted. So make sure you guys catch that. It's coming up.